That logo means it's the top of the second hour here on Kpoppin. I'm your host, Ishak. Normally, we would have Timmy on Thursday, but this week only, we have our tea time on Monday, and we're going to have Singlish on Thursday this week. So, for those of you who are BBs who are waiting for DKB, they're going to be joining us in the studio on Thursday. In the meantime, though, we've got the very good-looking, talented, and very threatening. He's threatening the fact that I might get penalties now. Timmy's joining us in the studio, so stay tuned for him. Our topic for today is time or superpowers. Whatever is what you want to send in, that is what we're waiting for. And he is going to be greeted with something to try as soon as he joins us in the studio, so stay tuned for that as well. In the meantime, though, as we get ready for our tea time with Timmy, we got Dawn on the track with Stupid Cool, and we've got tea time coming up after this. It's time to spill the tea and also play your song request each and every week. Today, not on a Thursday, but on a Monday. We got Timmy in the studio. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It has been, what, 5 days?
Yeah.
4 days?
5 days, about?
Yeah. I couldn't wait to come back.
So, there's a special guest outside today. You brought your sister with you.
Yep. I brought my sister with me because she wanted to see a bit what it looks like. And I've never shown like once. I've never really shown how the work I do.
Right.
Like in the backstage to my sister. So I wanted to bring her here too. So she's right there.
She lives in Korea too.
Yeah, she lives in Korea. She's been living in Korea longer than me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So she has the same credentials as you. She speaks Korean, English and French.
She might speak. She probably speaks better Korean than me, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are always Arirang is always looking for more people who speak both languages. So, I mean, this could be a great job opportunity for your sister. You never know. She might be on another program.
Maybe.
She walks out of the studio today.
Probably.
Okay, Timmy. You know, last week we had a really big conversation.
Yes, we did.
About watermelon.
Exactly. And I have something to... What?
Wipe your hands.
Oh, wait, really? Did you...
I brought it. Okay, so this is my homemade.
Oh my God.
You've had dill pickles before, right? Like American style dill pickles, like sour, salty pickles. Yeah. Okay, good. Because every time I give Korean people pickles, they think it's gonna be sweet. But I make dill pickles, like sour, salty pickles.
Oh my God, am I really eating watermelon pickles?
Try it.
All right.
See, it's not red because I'm not using the red part. I'm using the white part. It's really sour. And spicy.
It is. Why? What?
I made it really
is it spicy?
Because I put spice in it. It's not bad, right?
It is not bad. Not my favorite though. But it is not bad. It does feel like kimchi, a bit like 깍두기.
Right? So it feels like more of a radish than a cucumber. See?
No. It looks more like a radish thingy, but it actually feels more cucumber.
Okay.
Like cucumber, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. Your entire team can try this afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Yeah, I have enough.
All right.
I have enough.
I'll make them eat it too.
Tango's like, he looks so confused.
Oh my God. Watermelon pickle.
Yeah. So I made a huge batch of this. And I made it sour and spicy on purpose. I put a lot of garlic, a lot of spice.
What do you eat it with? Just like regular kimchi?
Oh, no. Since it's a pickle. So since it's a pickle, I eat it with pasta. If it gets a little too heavy, I might put it into sandwiches and stuff like that. So,
nice.
Yeah. So even though it's a little bit more sour for your taste, not bad?
It is not bad, actually. Not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad.
Not bad. Okay.
And the next day we talked about that. I actually saw a video on TikTok of someone making kimchi with watermelon whites.
See, I told you.
And I was like, oh,
your
my
phone's
God, really?
listening to you.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
the algorithm.
exactly.
It's the algorithm.
I was like, how is this possible? Like, literally just talked about it and I was like so confused and yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes, but it does actually exist.
It does. And I mean, you're not using the red part, you're using the white part.
Yeah, the
so,
white part.
yeah, it tastes like a radish or, yeah, definitely. So, any of you who buy a watermelon and you want to try, if you don't have composting in your house and you want to try to lessen the throwaway, then all you need to do is peel the green part. I know that for some Indian dishes, like from India, they actually eat it with the whole rind and everything, like the green part too.
really?
Yeah, like they chop it
You
up.
can eat that too?
I guess I've never tried it, but yeah, I guess you can. So yes,
Nice.
yes. Say his phone betrayed him. Yeah, no, my phone does this all the time. Our writer is a bombebe, and every time she says something, I get Monster X videos.
Oh, really?
I get Monster X videos in my feed.
I guess I'm getting Super Junior music videos.
Maybe for today, because we're probably going to be talking about that too. So, what's our first balance game that for our warm up for today? What are we going to be looking at?
So our warm up for today is sing in the middle of the road versus dance in the middle of the road.
Okay,
Okay.
that's not too challenging.
Exactly. When I saw this, I was like, I can do both.
Right, I can do both.
I can go right now to both. Like, it's fine.
I can do both.
Exactly.
So it's a preference of would I rather sing or dance. So would you rather sing or would you rather dance?
Oh my God. I would rather sing. Even though I'm not that good at singing, but I would rather sing because I guess it's more simple.
So you would rather do like a busking type of an ordeal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather sing because you can just sing whatever you want to sing, but then for the dance you need to have like a music on and you know, I'd rather sing. Yeah.
Okay. Good. I was gonna go with dance. Reason is because I actually did a flash mob before.
Oh really?
Yeah. So this was, God, more than 10 years ago.
Okay.
I was really into learning how to dance salsa.
Salsa.
Right. And so I was taking classes. I kind of got into like the whole salsa scene in Korea. And my teacher at the time was organizing like a flash mob for Itaewon. It was going to be during one of the festivals that they were doing in Itaewon.
Okay.
And apparently they were asked by Yongsan City to do something.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So they were like, yeah, let's do like a flash mob. We're going to just kind of dress quote unquote normal. And then music is going to play and then we're going to just salsa
Okay.
in the middle of the street.
In
And I
the
was
middle of like Itaewon, like the station.
like in the street, like all the streets were blocked off.
Really?
Like that whole section of Itaewon, that big old street in front of like the Hamilton, everything.
Okay.
That everything was blocked off so people can walk around, so you couldn't use your car. And then all of a sudden we just started dancing in the middle of the street.
When was that? Was it when?
11, 12 years
Oh
ago.
my God.
Ages ago, like eons ago.
Nice.
So yeah, and that's when like flash mobs were really like big. Like it
Yeah.
was really popular.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that. So I don't know. For me, even when I was a singer, singing on stage when there's like it was too bright was very nerve-wracking.
But dancing on stage when it was too bright wasn't.
Like dancing, I think that I don't really have to pay attention to everybody seeing me.
Oh, okay.
But when I sang, if I wasn't careful enough, if somebody's literally just staring at me, I would kind of lose my track of thought
Yeah.
while I was singing. So for me, personality wise, I think dancing is a little bit more convenient. But you said singing. So would you like get like a whole busking experience going on, or would you just kind of like bust out a guitar or something in like the subway and start singing?
I think if I ever did that, I'd probably just bust out on the subway with my guitar and just start singing.
Do you play the guitar?
Of course. Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. Do you play the guitar?
Oh, I tried teaching myself and I failed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I've
it's so
learned
hard.
since I was like 7, 6.
So your parents told you to take lessons, or you wanted
Oh no,
to
they
take
didn't.
lessons?
I wanted to, and I actually didn't really take lessons. I learned by myself.
See, what is up with this? Like, I the reason why I bought a guitar was because I was interviewing all these guitarists, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I taught myself." I'm just like, "Okay, then it should be an easy instrument to teach myself." No, it's such a hard instrument.
I mean, I guess it is. I guess it is. Do you play any instruments?
My mom made me do piano when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Oh really?
I wish I remember it because now that I'm older, I'm just like, man, I wish I stuck to piano classes. But I hated it because I was forced to do it at such a young age that I never got a chance to enjoy it.
Okay.
And my teacher would always put me in recitals.
Yeah.
So it was a very competitive thing for me. So it was never fun.
Yeah, more like it wasn't like a hobby or
Right.
thing.
It was just like I had to go out to like do recitals, and it was just really nerve wracking. But man, I wish I could have kind of held on to some of my instruments. I was in band in junior high, so I played the clarinet.
I did
You did
play
too?
clarinet as well.
Really?
Yeah, when I lived in
Our
America for a year.
Our MBTI is the same, and our similarities are coming out. This is scary.
I was in a band, yeah.
Why did you choose clarinet? I have a distinct reason why I chose clarinet.
Okay, let me hear your reason first.
Center do, like middle do, is where your scale starts
Yeah.
for clarinet.
Okay.
Flute is a complete octave higher,
Yep.
and I didn't want to read the octave higher music.
Oh.
I just wanted to start from middle do.
Okay.
And so I was just like, okay, I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
If a trumpet started off in middle do, I probably would have gone with trumpet. It was because of the sheet music.
All right. Okay, for me it's a bit different reason because you know how like saxophone and clarinet have like the same shit of music?
Right.
Kind of like it's a bit similar.
Right.
So I first wanted to go with saxophone, but there were too much already.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to go
It's
with
the most
clarinet.
saturated
Yeah,
part
exactly.
of band.
Too much saxophonist.
All
So.
the guys are just like, okay, I'm going to go with saxophone if I have to
Exactly.
go with the band.
So I was like, okay, I'll go with
But then
clarinet.
all the girls are on flute too. It's like, okay, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Some of our listeners played clarinet too. Woohoo! All the clarinet people.
Clarinet is actually, I loved playing clarinet while I was in America.
I didn't really like it because I didn't like the sound of it. Like if you listen to the clarinet in an orchestra, it sounds
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But for some reason, every time I played it, it didn't really sound that good.
Really?
I didn't like it. I always thought that like trumpet sounded the best. My band leader was a trumpet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe I should have gone with trumpet.
Mm.
I don't know. I thought the horn section was a very appealing.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah. In all of our parts, it's kind of like, I felt like a clarinet was like an alto in choir. It's like you don't have the fun parts.
Yeah.
You're like,
You're like the background in the
ooh.
background.
Like
yeah.
you're holding out like notes for like 10 minutes. You're like just sitting there going, ooh, ooh.
I know how that feels. I know how that
Ooh,
feels.
the entire song, and then you got like the trumpets going crazy.
Exactly.
And then the flutes are doing their solo and the top notes, and then you're just sitting there going, ooh.
When I first started playing clarinet, I wanted to play it like Squidward from SpongeBob.
Ah.
You know how he's super good at it? He's like, I was like, I'm going to do that stuff.
gonna learn
But then
that.
I've been doing,
All right.
it's so different.
It's so different. Yeah, you never get a solo.
Yeah, I never get a solo.
You never get a solo when you're playing clarinet. It's like an alto. You never get a solo when you're an alto. Nicole says, my bucket list item is to play a tuba. Ooh.
Tuba.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the huge instrument?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuba. Sounds like fun. Okay, so we are talking about, just as a warm-up, singing in the middle of the street or
yeah,
dancing in
right.
the middle of the street. I love how we got sidetracked. So that is our warm-up topic for today. The actual topic for today, though, is time and superpower. So we do have a few requests that did come in. So I want to see what request was chosen first.
So the first song request was from Jennifer Wood,
Okay.
and it is Oh, let's just read it. Hey, Isaac and Timmy, how are you guys? My tea time song request for today is Superman by Super Junior.
Ooh.
This song has been my theme song for the last 2.5 years. I am currently completing my final class for my master's degree and working full time. Wow.
How are you doing that?
How? While it hasn't always been easy and there has been some bumps along the road, the love, support, and knowledge I have gained has been all worth it.
Wow.
Oh my god, I could never do that. How can you do that? Like work at a full-time job and completing final classes for your master degree?
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
I could never.
Even though I'm a girl, multitasking like that is a whole new level for me.
Yeah.
I can't.
This is not multitasking. This is like living life at like the hardest level. It's like, oh my god.
I could never.
Me
I could
neither.
never. Do you still have your clarinet?
I do not.
I don't either. No, because our listeners are just like, bring it in the studio. You can play it for an hour. I don't have mine.
What?
I don't have
Play
mine.
clarinet for an hour? No, I don't have mine.
I don't have mine. I think I sold it like after junior high because I wasn't playing it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I think I sold mine. Definitely. Okay, so our first song has been requested. Jennifer has sent it in, which is Super Junior Superman. This is only the warm-up for today. Our official topic is coming up right after this. So we're going to dive into that and see you guys back after this with more of our tea time.
Music that you wanna dance to. Arirang Radio.
It's Monday, but we've got a special Monday segment for you. Just this week, we've got tea time with Timmy in the studio because we couldn't wait to have him back in the studio as soon as possible. So Timothy is here as we get ready for the official topic for today. So the first one, singing in the middle of the street or dancing, was just a warm-up. Now it's time for our actual...
The real deal.
The real deal, how we're going to get voted for today for the penalty.
Oh
So,
my God.
oh my goodness.
I can't wait for it.
I'm scared. So, what is our question for today?
So, our question for today is go back 1 minute in time
Okay.
versus predict 1 minute of the future.
So, it's a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we were talking about
We're
superpowers
talking about
today.
superpowers and time.
And time. Okay. So, it's only 60 seconds. So, 60 seconds in time to go back or to go forward. Timmy, go.
I would go back 1 minute in time.
Oh.
I would rather go by 1 minute in time because for me, at the end, like both of the superpowers are kind of the same when you think about it. Because
Okay.
when you predict 1 minute ahead,
Mhm.
you can like adapt and
Right,
change how
right.
you're going to act, right?
Mhm.
But the thing is, if you spend 1 minute and then you didn't like that
You can
last
rewind
60 seconds, yeah, you can just rewind it however you want to rewind it. But
Right.
the thing is, predicting 1 minute in time gives you only like one chance and one opportunity to be able to change how you're going to change the future.
Right.
But you can go back 1 minute. You can go back as much as you don't like as much as you want to. For example, I've seen like this movie where this guy talks to his wife, and then every time the ending wasn't what he wanted to, and then every time he just went back in time and changed what like the way he talked, that kind of stuff.
Right.
So for me, it would be go back 1 minute in time.
Though our MBTIs are similar, thankfully our choices have not been similar for the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so I was scared if we were going to go with the same one today, but actually I was thinking of the future. And this is kind of the reason why. Personality wise, I'm the type of person that actually both of these are not appealing to me. Reason being, I don't regret my past. So I'm not the person that regrets saying something, doing something. So if you ask me, Isak, would you like to go back in time, change anything from your past? I say no. And the reason is because even though they were embarrassing, even though they might have been hurtful, even though it was something that I really didn't like, maybe it was a traumatizing experience, it still made me who I was today. So I don't think any of these are appealing, but if I were to do something, I might want to, you know, change like the future. Reason being, the lottery, you know, getting a chance to see a minute in the future, seeing what the lottery tickets are.
You can do that by going 1 minute back in time as well.
But then you'd already lived it. Like I like the anticipation, you know what I mean? Like seeing into the future, being able to be like, oh, this is gonna happen. Okay, I need to get ready. Instead of already experiencing and going back and trying to change it. Because it's just a difference in mentality. For me, it's I don't care what happened in the past. What's in the past is in the past.
Because the way I think about it, for me, being able to go back 1 minute in time,
Right?
for me, it means leaving 1 minute ahead of everyone in the future. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So for me, this is, it's quite similar. They're both like the same thing.
Right.
You just, at the end, you are able to adapt and predict what is going to be happening in the next minute, right? And you can just go back if you want to do something else or just change anything you want the way you want it. So for me, it's kind of the same thing. So, but I'd still rather go back 1 minute because predict 1 minute is too small. If
Exactly.
you want to predict, like, if you want to really adapt and be able to act by like seeing the future, I think it'll be better to go back 1 minute because you can just go back as much as you want it.
Okay. Speaking on this, Timmy, if you were given the ability to go back in time to relive a certain period, knowing what you know now, would you like to do that?
Yeah,
Really?
I would. If I could just go back in time and leave a period like without any consequences, I think I would just go back to high school.
Really?
Yeah.
You had fun in high school?
No, the thing is, at that time, I didn't have fun. But when I think about it now, like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I want to spend like a week in high school. I want to go back in high school for like a week.
Really?
Yeah, and leave back how I used to live when I was in high school. Maybe not like for a year because then it'll be too exhausting, right? But then for like a week, I want to be able to go back like in high school and then just, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit weird, I think.
No, I
Not
actually...
a lot of people want to go back to
No,
school.
I don't. I don't want to go back to school. High school for me was, I was a trainee when I was in high school. So I barely went to school in the first place.
Okay.
Even if I did go to school, I slept through most of my classes because I was really tired because of practice and stuff like that. I debuted my high school, like my senior year of high school. If I wanted to go back, I mean, if you think about high school, a lot of people think of like bullying and whatnot. But for me, I mean, I wasn't bullied, but just, it was a very exhausting time. I don't know. For me, I don't necessarily find the past appealing. Like, even if I was to go back to like being an elementary school student or like in junior high or high school and know what I know now, like have the exact experiences that I have now, just being kind of zapped back in time, just to live in that body, I don't think I would like to do it anyways. Because yeah, I hate being an adult now, paying bills and worrying about the interest rate rising and like inflation and like mortgages and phone bills and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel that I was way more stressed as a kid than I am now. So for me, anything that has to do with the past doesn't really seem appealing. That's just my personality. Like, I've never really found anything that has to do with like questions about the past any appealing to me. So future-wise, okay. If y'all want to do something in the future, like if I could go into the future like 10 years down the line, I don't have to touch anything. It's just like it's like a portal. I can just go see what's going on and then I can kind of portal back. With no consequences. Like me being there wouldn't change the future. I wouldn't be able to interact with anybody. I could just kind of go into the future.
But
10
the
years
thing
down
is,
the line.
for me, the future is something you're going to leave, right?
Right.
But the past is something you can't leave again anymore.
Right.
So for me, like the future, just wait for it. It will come, you know? So 10 years from now, it's not like you're going to die tomorrow. Like I mean, we never know. But like for me, the way I think about it, I mean, the future is coming, so it's not like something we can stop or something like that. But
Okay.
the past is something you cannot leave. You cannot go back to like at that age anymore.
Right, right.
And like the thoughts that you had and the friends that you had at that time. So for me, I think it's not that it's more appealing and that I liked the past more, but it's just something that isn't here anymore. So it's more precious to me.
Okay.
The past is more precious to me than the future because the
Okay.
future is just coming. So
Right.
just wait for it and be ready. That's all.
Okay. So our listeners are giving their input as they're also starting to vote. So most of our listeners, if they would go back in time, it has nothing to do with the 60 seconds rule, but say, and I think there was a few other, Jennifer as well, they would like to go back to say something to somebody who has passed away.
Oh,
You know, like
yeah.
be able to say I love you to somebody who has passed away, or kind of be with them or see them one last time. So yeah, that's something that I would agree with, but it has nothing to do with 60 seconds.
Yeah, of
if
course,
you know what I
nothing
mean.
to do with-
Yeah, like Timmy says, 60 seconds today is way too short
It's
for
way too
either of
short.
them. So definitely that is going to be one. Let's see here. Gabby says, imagine you get the superpower of getting stuck, though. Like when you rewind the button, it gets stuck and the tape goes crazy.
Oh, like you go back in time.
You go back in
and
time,
then
but you get
can,
stuck.
Yeah.
In between.
Then you have to go to high school all over again. And,
It's like a bad version of Doctor Who.
oh yeah.
You can like get stuck in a parallel universe and you can't go anywhere.
Oh, I would hate it.
Me too. Well, Gwen says they would like to go back 1 minute, so it seems like going back. Stacey's going with Timmy too.
See? Thank you, Gwen.
But Aaron was saying 1 minute in the future could save your life too. I mean, I didn't really think about that too much either, like a minute, because it's only 60 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think like a minute could like you could. I don't think like how should I say? I don't think it would have like much impact like that 1
in a
minute.
life or
yeah.
death situation.
I don't think it will have that much impact. Like you imagine, like I saw that comment. It says that you were on a plane and it's about to crash. That 1 minute is not going to save your life,
Right,
right?
if we can go back like a few hours and I can stop myself from getting on the plane,
yeah,
that
exactly.
would be better.
Maybe
That would
like
be
1 minute.
better.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay,
That's not
like,
gonna do anything.
Yeah,
Tiger was saying to redo prom. Did you go to prom?
I actually did
I didn't go. I didn't have a prom.
because like the 1 year I lived in America was the year when I was graduating middle school,
Okay,
and there was like not like the high school.
so you were in
prom.
8th grade,
Yeah.
American
No,
standards.
not 9th grade. I think it was. I don't remember.
Okay,
But it was a year I was graduating middle school. So
Okay.
we had like the middle school kind of prom.
right.
Yeah, it was fun. But I don't.
Awkward but fun.
It was awkward because I'm like in France there is no prom, right?
Oh, there
And
isn't?
There isn't. There's no
Okay.
prom, and in Korea as well.
Yeah, Korea doesn't have prom either.
So I was like, wait, what? We get dressed and then we dance with our classmates. I was like, okay, sure, why not? Why not?
Why not? Yeah. I went to a private school. Most public schools have like an 8th grade, 9th grade graduation, like formal, aka prom,
Okay.
for the graduating classes before you guys go to high school. I went to a private school, so our school didn't have them. They're just like, wait until you guys get to high school, then you can have all the proms and dances you want. I was like, okay. I came to Korea in 9th grade, so 4 years of high school in the U.S., so 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So I came here in 9th grade.
And then you graduated in Korea.
Here. And then my Korean school that I went to, that was a foreign school, even though the other foreign schools in Korea have prom, my school was too small. So we didn't have enough funds to have prom. And we didn't have enough students, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
I graduated with like 50 kids when I graduated in high school. Yeah.
Was it like a foreign high school in Seoul?
Yeah. But it was like the smallest. It wasn't like SIS or any of the other big ones. It was like small. So yeah, I didn't have prom. So yeah, I don't think I would go back to do. I couldn't go back to do prom because I didn't have prom anyways. I'd have to find somebody else who would take me to prom.
Exactly.
But I don't know who would that be. Okay, so I don't know. It's pretty. From the messages, I don't know where everybody's going with this. Are you guys voting for me? Or are you guys voting for Timmy?
I think they have to vote for me.
Why?
Because
No.
last week as well. Oh my god. Also, 억울해. How do you say 억울해? It was like I didn't
There's actually no translation for that.
exactly.
Right. You're just upset.
I was upset because I thought that everyone would vote for me, but then you were like, "Oh, but it's his first day. He has to get the penalty."
No, it's not because I said that.
No, it is
it's
because you
not.
said
It's
that.
not.
It is. So
It's
now that I
not.
did the penalty once, I think everyone can agree with me on that.
No.
I think we can all agree with me.
No. Dingus is wait, only 50 kids. I had over 200. Yeah, my school is really small. So, yeah. Obviously, it wasn't. Dingus like, you'll have to wait and find out, Isaac. So remember, if you vote for the person and they win, then they don't have to do the penalty. If you don't vote for that person and they lose, then they get the penalty. So remember,
See, she's doing it again.
no,
The
I'm just
same
I'm,
thing as last week.
I'm clarifying what to do. I am clarifying what to do. Apparently, I was losing last week. So, fam, come on. Let's step up this game.
Come on, guys. You know the answers. You know the answers.
So, Tiger was like, if you don't mind the 80s, you can go back to my prom. I wouldn't mind that. I would have loved to be going to a prom in the 80s.
I think it.
Shoulder, it's like up
Yeah.
to here, like the shoulder puffs being about, pff, your
I
hair's
want
gonna
to
be
go
like,
to the prom to the 80s too.
my hair's gonna be like 2 feet tall with all the hairspray, with the teased bangs. I'd love to go.
The 80s. Wow.
That would be fun.
Mm.
I wouldn't mind that. Wait, what? Katie had a class
See-
of 500. Tiger had a class of more than 400. Yeah, definitely. I went to a small school.
Wait, their class were more than 500?
So like
Or
graduating
the whole
class.
school?
Like the
Oh,
senior
okay,
class
okay,
of
okay.
that year was like 500.
Okay.
Yeah. So most public schools, especially in like a bigger city, that's kind of normal.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I constantly went to private schools and my schools were always small. So
Yeah, I've been to like in France. I've been to private Catholic schools as well.
oh, you went to Catholic school.
Okay, my parents sent me. My parents sent me. I didn't have a choice.
You went to Catholic school. Okay.
My sisters both went there, so they're
Okay.
like.
Then they would have been
naturally.
no, but that would have been an all boys school then. Most
No,
Catholic,
it wasn't. It
Oh,
wasn't. It was
'cause
a Catholic boys and
girls' school.
Yeah.
Okay, because the Catholic schools in my area were boys separate, girls separate.
Oh
so-
no, it wasn't like that kind of like it was like a
And
normal.
did you guys have dress code? Like, did you have dress code or you had uniforms?
We didn't have uniforms, but we had like if you couldn't like go with like I don't know, like sandals and ripped jeans.
Right.
that
So you
kind
had
of
dress
stuff.
code.
Yeah.
Yeah, my school had dress code too. I hated it. I was like, just give us uniforms, please.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard to choose clothes. Our rules were so strict.
Was
I think
it?
your sister probably remembers.
Really?
If it was a Catholic school, they probably had like limits on how short your shorts could be.
Yep.
You couldn't wear tank tops that were like spaghetti strap.
Yeah,
like the thin
we can't
ones.
see your shoulders.
Right. You have
Can't
to
see your
wear a
legs.
cardigan.
Oh,
So-
we didn't have like that. You just not too revealing. I think that was all.
Yeah, no, we had some really weird ones. Really.
But then you went to Korea and you got uniform, right? For your
No.
last year. Wait, really?
My
Why?
Korean school, because my school in Korea was a foreign school.
it
and
was
we
a
didn't,
foreign-
we didn't
okay.
have uniform. I kind of wished I had uniform.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's a lot easier. You don't have to think about it in the morning. You can just throw your uniform on and go to school.
Exactly.
You know how annoying it is when you're in high school and you try to figure out what to wear? It's the most annoying thing anyways. Jennifer says most Catholic schools are co-ed now. Really?
They're what? They're
Most of the Catholic schools are co-ed now. So
what
they're
does it
boys
mean,
and
what
girls.
Oh, okay.
Really? Because, the Catholic school in my neighborhood, it was all boys school, all girls school. And both of those schools were really famous. The guys' school was known to be having some really good looking guys.
And
Well,
what
that was
about-
like
what
the
about
word on
your
the street.
school?
Oh, not my school.
Not your school.
None of that was at my school. So I was actually planning on going to the all girls Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to transfer in high school if I didn't come to Korea. But I ended up coming to
Okay.
Korea. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was solely just so I could wear uniforms. Anyways, we need to go into a song break.
Oh,
so
exactly.
Shinhwa is our next song request. So could you please find who sent that in and read the request for us, please?
So our next song request is from Tiger Blue Eyes.
Okay.
And it is Superpower by Shinhwa.
Ah.
And he is asking us, would we all want superpowers?
Yes, I would love superpowers.
I would love to have superpowers. What kind of superpower do you want?
To like, what is it? Transport. So like,
Teleport?
yeah, teleport. There we go.
Transport.
Transfer myself.
Teleport.
Okay. So what does it read? That's just
Yeah,
it.
that was all.
Oh, that was
We all want superpowers. He's just asking us. That was one question.
That
Yeah.
was just a question.
Yep.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is dive into Shinhwa's track of Superpower, and we'll see you guys back after this with our results, a penalty, and some more. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Arirang Radio.
All right, we're in the second hour of Kpoppin on a Monday with a little bit of a schedule flip. We got Timmy in the studio for our tea time with Timmy.
Hey.
Wait a minute, there's a Shinhwa message. So Jenga says, but at first she was like, okay, there's a message here. Hold on, Jenga goes, speaking of Shinhwa, my mom showed me a video from a Chinese news station about Andy getting married. But at first she was like, hey, do you know who perfect men are? And I was like, who, what? Never heard of them. But then she played the video for me and I was like, oh, that's Shinhwa. And they're performing their song Perfect Man. Mm-hmm. Do you know Shinhwa though?
I did not
See?
know Shinhwa.
See? Oh,
I was
Timmy's
like, yeah.
generation gap. Shinhwa.
Is it like a first generation idol?
Yeah.
Okay.
So HOT, Jax, Kiss, Shinhwa, they're all in that same group. Where recently their youngest member, Andy, got married. So it was in the news because the members performed the song Perfect Man as like a congratulatory song at the wedding.
Nice.
Why am I so nervous?
Because
This segment
penalty.
has never made me so nervous in the past, but now that Timmy's here, I'm getting really nervous about this segment. So our topic for today was we needed to choose a superpower of going back in time for 1 minute or predicting
predict
the future
1
for 1
minute.
minute.
When was the last time you got a penalty?
Last week?
You got a penalty last week?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wait, was it last week? The week before? I keep getting. This isn't the only segment we have
of
penalties.
course, yeah.
We have other penalty
Of course,
segments.
I know.
I keep getting. I had a penalty for like 2 months in a row. So
What kind of penalty is that? 2 months in a row?
one of our guests kept pulling 흑장미
흑장미.
to give it to me as a
Okay.
penalty. So the penalty was give the penalty to me, even though I have nothing to do with the segment. So I kept getting it.
Nice.
No, nice. No,
I hope you don't
nice.
get it.
No. Okay, so let's do the countdown to find out who's going to get the penalty. Start off the week. Is it going to be Timmy, his second time in the studio, or is it going to be myself? Who is it going to be? I don't know. So we're going to do the countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 아니. So 96.5%.
Thank you, guys.
How do you know it's you?
I'm confident.
You're confident
I am
it's you?
confident.
Well, good, because the 3.5%, 7 people voted for me
Is
today.
Isaac.
7 people voted for me.
Thank you, guys.
7 people
I
for
believed
voting
in
for
you.
me.
I believed in you.
The mouse is on top of it and it just says Isaac. 7 people, 3.5%.
I knew it. It had to
Why
happen.
are you doing this to me?
It had to happen.
Why? Why?
What's the difference between the two?
If you get tongue twisters, those are the tongue
okay.
twisters.
What is it?
Apply nail polish. You have to put nail polish on me. Do we have nail polish in the bag?
I have to put nail polish on you?
Yeah.
I do not know. how
There's a
to do-
bag. Is there a
Wait.
bag over there?
Let me just...
We have a white bag in front. Oh, it's next to you.
Oh.
The white tote bag. Chinga's like, we love you, Isaac.
Do you want to put a crown as well? No, it's fine. Just nail polish.
Yeah, it's just nail polish. So
Is there only
yeah.
one color?
No, there's
Oh,
more.
Oh, there's more. Okay, you can
So you
choose.
you can
Oh,
choose.
I choose.
Yeah, you choose whatever you want to put on me. You're gonna apply it, and I can't take it off for a whole week. I have to keep it on until next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you'll have it on Thursday as well.
If
Okay.
it stays on,
It'll stay on. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll make it that way.
So he's gonna be doing my nails. Okay, which hand do you want to do? Right or left?
I go with left hand.
Okay, left hand. So he's gonna be doing my nails. Is this the kind of stuff you guys want to see?
Can they see the color? Like, what colors you guys?
Okay, so we have red, we've got mint, we've got pink, we've got blue with sparkles, and then we got like this neon
I like this
pastel
one.
color of
Blue
yellow.
with sparkles. Let's go with this one.
Blue sparkles, okay.
I'm.
Stacey's like, but this
I've-
isn't a penalty.
I've never tried this before. Isn't it more of a penalty for myself?
Well, I mean, if you did it, it would be more of a penalty. You never did this to your sister. You never put like nail polish
I
on
did
her.
actually when I was young.
Okay, then just think about it like that. You're putting on it on your.
But like, it was when I was young. Like, okay.
Look at the concentration he is putting on.
Dumb.
This is why you're not supposed to vote for Timmy.
Nice.
This kind of stuff is
Okay.
supposed to be good for Timmy.
Okay, now second color.
Second color. No, I wanted to see Isaac doing aegyo. We don't have it. Oh, you're pretty good. He's pretty good.
Am I?
He's
Okay.
pretty good. Oh, it looks like that. Okay, only the second color. So red is, we're running out of time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go with red with all the other then.
He's
Oh
gonna be
my-
trying to put it all over my fingers. Okay, I think it's time for us to slowly but surely start signing out for today. So I'm gonna try to keep this color on as much as possible for the next week. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay on though. Jennifer's
done.
like, oh, he's so focused. There we go. It's on. Oh, thank you. You actually did a pretty good job.
I did not.
It's time for us to sign off for today. The last request we're gonna get a chance to listen to was VIXX's Superhero, and he's gonna be joining us in the studio next Thursday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye.
Bye bye.